Rob, congratulations, of course, for an incredible victory by you tonight. You've been working so hard to get to this moment. I imagine you haven't had much time to sit down and reflect yet, but can you just tell us what the emotions are like having finally earned this belt?
It's pretty good to start with. It's an accumulation of a lot of effort from a lot of different parties. You know, I have the best team in the world. I've said that every fight, and I truly mean it. You know, Henry Perez, Alex Prates, and Fabricio Whittaker. You know, those three guys you see in every fight, and they're always with me. They're very smart. They got me through this fight. You know, this fight was very hard for me, but I have a lot of team back home that, you know, don't get a lot of credit and don't manage to get over here with Justin Feshel, Justin Lang, Stu McKinnon. Like, those boys really look after me, and there's you know, I have the best team in the world. I've said it before.
After the first 2 rounds of the fight, all 3 judges had you down 2-0. I wonder what you were thinking at that point. I mean, obviously you never go into a fight wanting to lose rounds, but did you realize that might be a possibility against a guy like Yoel, but you could capitalize late on a guy that tends to fade? Or, you know, were you frustrated by what had happened in the first 2 rounds?
In the first round, he kicked me leg pretty hard. You know, he and that kind of put a I don't know what, a blocker in the way of my game plan. And you know, the game plan was always to pepper him, to hurt him, to poke him away, and then in the later rounds start to capitalise on that constant damage. But it put my game plan back a little bit for the first 2 rounds. I had to concede that, and I had to play it a bit safer than usual. But you know, in the end, it came around. Great cornering from my team. They really got me through this one.
We obviously saw you know, the knee being addressed there. Do you know anything about the extent of the damage yet? I mean, certainly you haven't had full testing on it yet, but I mean, do you have an idea what might be wrong and kind of what you're looking at?
In my expertise, it's sore.
Well done. And last question I have for you. I mean, anytime somebody wins a belt, the first thing we ask them is, what's next? What's going to happen? We know what's next for you. It's Michael Bisping. I wonder what you thought. I mean, Michael Bisping is Michael Bisping. He's been that way for a long time. But what did you think about the exchange tonight and kind of the way he addressed you? And what did you think about the whole process?
Michael, you said it best yourself. Michael Bisping is Michael Bisping. I'm the type of fighter that goes into every fight with no ill will towards any of my opponents. I'm an athlete first and foremost, and we love the sport. I actually respect Michael Bisping. I respect him as the champion, even though he's injured and on the bench, and that's why there's an interim champ. I respect him. I really do. I have a lot of respect for him. But you know, we're going to touch gloves now. It's fate. We have to fight now, and when we do, you know, there's going to be no mercy.
Rob, hey, first of all, congratulations. I'm just wondering, just on Michael Bisping, obviously the lead-up between you and Yoel was one of very much a mutual respect between the two of you. That's probably not going to be the case with Michael Bisping. I was just wondering, how will that affect your preparation at all?
I don't know. I haven't got any bad vibes from Michael. He hasn't done anything crazy to try and get in my face. I think he respects me as well. You know, he is who he is, and he's going to do what he's going to do. And, you know, I'm just going to be me. I go into the fight with the same amount of respect I have for every athlete. And I'm going to be me in that fight. I'm going to be me on the media, outside the fight. I'm going to be me, and you know, he can work with that.
And Dana said before there's a possibility that fight could take place in Australia. I know you said before that you'll fight anyone, anywhere, but would that make it a little bit extra special if you do get that shot and it is back home?
Oh, of course, mate. Who doesn't like fighting at home? You know what I mean? Having it on your backyard is great. Great for me. It's great for all my support. I'd love to bring the fight back to Australia. You know, they would love it.
And what do you think your win tonight does for the sport back home?
I have a lot of support from the Australian crowd back home. I know this, and I'm blessed to be in this position. Every time I walk out into that octagon, I feel like I'm representing my countries, Australia and New Zealand. Mate, it's the highest honour and highest privilege. I try to conduct myself in a good manner outside the octagon as well as inside the octagon, and try to be, you know, a champion needs to act like a champion. And you know, I can only hope I fill those shoes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.